Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show. Good morning, and welcome back, Andy.
Thank you very, very much. I was on sick leave. These are the first 2 sick days I've ever taken in my life.
I know, I mentioned that, and people found it hard to believe. You've never had a sick day.
No, but there was. I probably could have came into work if I didn't have to do this show.
No, we have a policy.
Oh, that's right,
if
we
you're
do.
sick, stay home.
I threw up. It was awful. It was crazy. It was like a 2-day flu, something you had when we were in Florida, so you can relate. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I started to feel a little bit better yesterday, so we made our way into town, saw you, and then went to Hobby Lobby, which was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Got some nice things.
It's a fun store.
It is. Do you know what's going in right next door to it?
McAllister's Deli?
I don't know. Can we pull up the shot of the... Do you know what's going in right here? Brandon? Brandon used to shop here at the mall when you were a teen.
That's a
you
big
used to
sign.
get all the clothes there.
Start with the B?
Yes.
Uh-oh. Is it Buckle?
The Buckle.
Buckle.
Outward facing store.
Wow.
And I thought, well, what the heck? That sounds crazy. My wife told me, well, there's really not a lot of places for girls to get designer style clothes, so that's where kids will go.
Really? So I had a bad experience at Buckle.
I remember
Yes.
they told you were too old to shop.
Yes. This was many years ago at the Briarwood Buckles. I was Christmas shopping. They told me I'm too old
Yeah,
for the store.
that's right.
True story.
Yeah, but I mean, it was probably just someone like David Rice having a bad day. So, speaking of David Rice, how about JTV Football Media Days? Thanks to Noah, Molly, Jeff, Josh, David, Adam, everyone who was a big part of that. And you can watch interviews from the Media Day. They'll be trickling on our Facebook page and website throughout the next few weeks. Talked to 19 teams, 19 coaches, and I heard that over 100 bottles of Prime were drank. The juice, not the energy.
It's hard to discern. I accidentally bought the wrong thing.
Really? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're going to be doing an expose on those twist-topped 200 milligram caffeine terrible drinks that the kids are getting.
They're making kids sick.
Yes, for sure.
66 degrees right now in Jackson, and believe it or not, we do have a chance of an isolated shower this morning. There are some showers in Eaton County that are drifting our way. Otherwise, though, it should be a sunny day with a high of 84. So, beautiful day today. Yesterday, another beautiful day. Yesterday's high, 77 degrees. And traditionally, the first week of August does have beautiful weather.
Well, that's great, and it is. So let's take a look out at the Hometown Heating, Cooling, and More SkyCam. Visit heatandcoolwithus.com. Thanks to Tina, Roger, and the entire team at Hometown Heating, Cooling, and More for helping us bring you that beautiful shot of our town. What did I miss while I was gone the last few days?
Oh, you didn't watch the show while you were gone?
Mm.
Oh. Well, I can't help
I
you.
couldn't bear to watch. What else did I miss other than that?
Well, we had National Night Out Day last night at Loomis Park. Do you know how they named Loomis Park?
I think they named it after someone.
Former Mayor Peter Loomis. They had a beautiful setting for this event, and hundreds turned out to mingle with police and fire department and ambulance personnel. There was music, DJ, Safety Pup was there. They had hot dogs and chips.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. And just a lot of fun. Everybody had a great time. And it was probably the biggest turnout they've ever had for National Night Out Day. But
Cool.
a great time for picnicking and mingling. They gave away bikes. That's Cheryl Ragland, who heads up the Group Violence Intervention Program in the city of Jackson. And those are the bikes there that they raffled off. Well, not raffled, they had a drawing, and kids won them. And Elmer Hitt, police chief, delivered the winning bikes. Kids were having a blast on the new playground structure. And really, people were marveling over how beautiful the park is now.
Yeah, it's
how
nice.
much bigger it seems, how wide open and safer it is. And a wonderful time had by all. More photos online at jtv.tv. And later today, we'll talk about the event with Elmer and Cheryl on my show.
Sounds good. Our show today is brought to you by Frosty Boy of Vandercook Lake. Check them out. They drive through, walk up, or sit in one of their wonderful picnic tables. It's August is my favorite month for ice cream, so visit Frosty Boy of Vandercook Lake. Speaking of food, I told you I hadn't eaten much, so I went.
And with what you had, the
flu.
flu,
I think we'll
you
call it.
shouldn't have eaten.
Right, so I didn't eat anything. It was the longest I went without eating. So I was starving last night after we went to Hobby Lobby, so we couldn't decide on what sounded good, Ella and I, because we're both a little under the weather still. So we decided on the Wisner Street Wendy's. You ever been there?
Long time ago.
Yeah, so we pull up to
I
the-
won't go to, here's what I don't like about Wendy's. They won't open the dining room.
Wow. That's true. So we pull up to the drive-through, and there's like no cars in the parking lot, and
They all look closed. The one on Airport Road, I thought it was closed.
the one on West Ave never looks closed. So pull up, and they said, we'll be with you in a few moments. We're in the middle of a shift change. No. So we left, went to the West Ave one, closer to home. Long drive-through line. Thought, you know what, let's just go in the dining room and order. So we drove around the drive-through line, parked, and then one of the Wendy's employees met me at the thing to lock the door and tell me they were closed. So we had to get back in the drive-through line, and there were already 5 other cars, so I really screwed the entire thing up. So what started as an 8 o'clock Wendy's drive-through ended up as like a 9 o'clock Wendy's drive-through.
Lesson learned, I hope.
And then I had a spicy chicken sandwich and barely made it home.
Again, poor choices.
Yeah, unbelievable.
No, for some reason, Wendy's is choosing to not maintain their properties and not open their dining rooms. They're not. I mean, they look. You think they're closed?
You would. The size of the parking lot that Wendy's has on Wisner Street, they need to have Feral Seal Coat come in there and blacktop that thing like they used to. It's a, yeah.
They let them go.
They did. So, hey, I brought you this Eggo Pop-Tart. We were talking about Pop-Tarts the other day, and I thought this was the trashiest one you'd ever seen.
Eggo frosted.
I got this at the 7-Eleven in Okemos. They have a folding card, like a card folding table with like items just on it, and everything on there is $1. It's really bad. So I got you these.
It tends to be items that are expired.
It does. Why was I in Lansing? Well, one of our house guests' children forgot their little bunny and blanket, so we had to drive it and meet them halfway. That was fun. You gonna try it?
No, the thing says it's labeled maple, frosted maple Eggo, and there's no maple in the product whatsoever. As we said last week, the Pop-Tarts used to be so much better. They're now cardboard junk.
My favorite flavor was just strawberry filled.
Yeah,
Nothing
just
on
plain
top of it.
Back in the 60s when they first came
Right,
out, they were
back in the
filled
60s.
piled high with strawberries and a wonderful flaky crust that
Now the toaster strudel claimed the flaky crust. So
no one won the Mega Millions jackpot last night again, so there's been like 31 straight drawings without a winner. So the new jackpot for Friday night is $1.25 billion, 625 cash option.
you can buy as many tickets as you want, and your odds will not change.
No,
They won't. Your odds can't change.
I think your odds get worse the more people are buying
They get
the
worse.
tickets.
Yeah, your odds definitely don't get better. Gosh, wouldn't that be cool if you won?
If you took the taxes out, which they'll do that for you.
They will do that for you and give it right to
You'll get
schools.
about 420 million in cash. Wow, that's a big jackpot. Let's hope someone in Jackson wins it.
Really?
We don't have a Trader Joe's here, and people say, "Oh, I wish we had a Trader Joe's." Well, wish again. Trader Joe's having a pretty bad week. They have another recall. In the span of just 3 days, the company has had to issue recalls on 4 of its products, And the recalls are for pretty unusual reasons. 3 of the products contain rocks,
Oh,
and one of them contained insects.
nice.
So the windmill cookies, almond cookies, broccoli cheddar soup. How do you get rocks in broccoli cheddar soup? I don't know. But
There are some people that, use stuff from their garden and get rocks in their own food, but I've never heard of this.
falafel is another one of the bad products at Trader Joe's. And someone that works at Whole Foods has been posting horror stories about the Beverly Hills Whole Foods, which your cousin Tommy worked at.
He did. I haven't been there.
Customers are coming in and they're sampling soup off the hot
It's
bar
crazy in this
with
one.
the ladle.
Yeah.
Yes.
That Whole Foods is interesting. It is very small. There doesn't look to be much oversight. Yeah, shop at your own risk. I drove by Brown Street yesterday, and I wanted to show you the new
It's very
sidewalk.
nice, except for
and-
some of the missing squares.
Yeah, there's a few, but look at that. Doesn't that look so much nicer?
I saw a pedestrian on the sidewalk, and every time he got to a missing square, he he did this.
What do I do?
It's
Yeah.
So they're waiting for the rest of the concrete to come in.
Very good.
The toy company Mattel has a job opening, and it's to play Uno. They are introducing a new game, Uno Quattro, and they're looking for a chief Uno player who will be paid $4,444 a week to play the game. You'll play with challenge strangers to the game, teach new players the rules, and create Uno content for social media.
Wow,
Yeah, it's a big job.
that is a very big job.
$4,444 a week. Get a Uno Quattro.
Oh, wow, very good. Well, that'll be a fun game come Christmas time for all the kids.
Tonight we've got entertainment at the Cascades, the world famous Cascades, family night, and the critters from Paw Patrol will be there tonight, and they will have music from, who's the music from?
I'm not sure who the music is from, but I can name all the Paw Patrol characters.
Ada Leanne.
Can you name all the Paw Patrol characters?
There's
Rocky, Chase, Marshall, Zumba, Sky.
nice.
Brandon, you could have done that. Really? I'll be darned.
I couldn't.
I'm
remember.
embarrassed by that. Also proud of it.
Leonardo, is he one of them?
That's a Ninja Turtle.
And over in Grass Lake, it is the Grass Lake Music in the Park. Farmers Market starts at 4, and then about 6 o'clock, Joe DeBow will start spinning tunes from the 70s. And then at about 6:30, it's Kev Nichols, who's been performing like crazy all over town, even in Lenawee County.
Really?
He was at the Devil's Lake Yacht
Oh,
Club
nice.
last week.
Very
Yes.
nice.
So that should be fun.
Plenty of things to do tonight. Is such a busy night. Race week, MIS, the Firekeepers Casino 400 is in town. We want you to buy tickets and also buy tickets to the Eric Jones Experience. Michigan's own Eric Jones will be here and have a meet and greet with fans. You can purchase those tickets online at mispeedway.com. We're also giving away tickets to the race on our Facebook page. Visit facebook.com/JTV Jackson. And you've picked Eric Jones to win the race.
I'm picking him now.
I am too.
That'd be great. Yesterday, Michigan State University interim president Teresa Woodruff announced that there would be no classes at MSU on the anniversary of that shooting, which was last February 13th. And in fact, 13th and 14th, she's asking the professors not schedule any classes. Berkey Hall, where some of the shooting occurred, will remain closed for classes, and they're going to slowly reopen it and hope to open it. They're renovating it, and by next spring,
It's amazing how many people are connected to the university from Jackson. Obviously, it's there's so many people that you've talked to since that have had classes there, lived next door to there, walked those halls. So yeah, I think that's the right thing to do and honor and remember that tragedy by closing down those few days for sure.
Absolutely. And one thing you missed, Michigan football, they're apparently getting one of the top 5 recruiting classes this year. And yesterday they flipped somebody.
Oh, I love it when
Yes,
that flip happens,
they
Brandon.
flipped Josiah Edmond,
Ooh,
who had
from where?
committed to Purdue.
Oh, wow.
See, I would think that'd be an easy.
That's an easy flip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Purdue
that's an easy
or
flip.
Michigan? Purdue.
Yeah, that's an easy flip. I guess. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I shouldn't actually say that. Purdue's. Are they on the rise, Brandon?
Who's on the show today?
We've got a great show coming up. We're going to get things started with JPS Superintendent Jeff Beal right after this.